Yo, what is up everybody, and I hope you're having a great day. What's up everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have been a bit slacking lately on the uploads, but hopefully we'll get back to it. I've just been playing through Twilight Princess quite a lot. I'm actually trying to learn how to speedrun the game, so we'll see how that goes. But Fiona, that's what her name is. Fiona wanted us to go to Sidon and talk to him because he would really like to see us. So, Sidon, hello.
Is it really you? It's good to see you, my friend.
Know what, Sidon? It's good to see you too. Link, it has been far too long. I received word that you had gone missing and was beside myself with concern. Whatever could have transpired?
No!
To think something like that could have taken place beneath Hyrule Castle, and afterward, you mysteriously awoke on a sky island. The sky. Could it be that the sky is the key to everything after all? My apologies. I have actually been wondering if those floating sky islands could be the source of the falling sludge. That is why I have tasked Zora Historian with investigating ruin fragments and all historical documents related to the sky. As for me, I am not at liberty to leave this spot at present, as I am uniquely qualified to deal with the sludge here. You see, old friend, this place is the source of the water that flows into Zora's domain. That is why I must use my power of water manipulation to separate the sludge from our water in order to clean it. If I cease, then the sullied water will flow into our beloved home, and there will be much pain and suffering. That is why I cannot afford to leave here, no matter what. Say, Link, does it not seem that Princess Zelda's whereabouts might be related to floating sky islands and the ruins? If so, perhaps you should go and speak with our historian Iato. His many years have blessed him with great wisdom. It is quite possible that he could provide you with some useful information. At present, you should be able to find Iato continuing his investigation at Toto Lake. By the way, I hope you know that I am truly happy to see you again after such a long time apart, my dearest friend. Visit me anytime you like. Your presence is never anything less than welcome and appreciated. I'm glad to hear you say that, Sidon. But, so Sidon was saying that we have to go, or we should go meet with the historian Iato, over at the Toto Lake. There is a camp here, though, that we could just demolish real quick. Why not? Yeet. Yeet. Oh, I missed that last one. Yeah, let's set you on fire. And then we can use this, right? Yeah, there you go. Oh, no, no, no. I need your parts. I want your parts. I want your parts. I want this. The blue Lizalfo horn. It's a good fusing material. Might as well use it. This guy annoys me. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again. I am awful. Okay, there you go. Here's all of his parts that we want. And sludge, one thing I do... Oh my gosh, a Lizzle bow. And there is another Lizzlefo here. I'll leave you alone. You know, you seem like you should be living, you know. This is just a big camp. Might as well leave one of them to live. The sludge actually doesn't hurt you with... Which, honestly, the first time I ever stepped in sludge, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die immediately. And then I saw I didn't get hurt, and I was like, okay, I like this. But here we are at Toto Lake. You can see the water has been fully, like, infestated with sludge falling from the sky. That big, the big chain of sky islands up there. But Iato is right here. An ancient slate. Yeah. Let's speak. This dignified presentation. Yes, the writing looks like waves upon a stormy sea. Extraordinary. The ancient stone slate was written by our Zora ancestors from the distant past and left us for us to discover. Stand upon the land of the skyfish, a droplet, the watery bridge. Alas, I cannot decipher it. Link. My apologies. I was deep in thought. In any case, I have news. I have made a monumental discovery. This is undeniably an ancient Zora stone slate. Better still, upon its surface, there appears to be a text regarding the sky. However, the slate is broken, and so I am unable to read it in its entirety. I deeply wish that I could view the full text. Alas, I fear that my fins are tied. Okay, so the broken slate, we have to find a broken stone slate. Now, if you just come up here, throw a splash fruit. Where the frick are my there they are. I went right over them. Here's my splash fruit. Then you just gotta ultra hand this. Bring it. Okay. Don't fall off of the thing. Yeah, don't do that. And then you just gotta fit it in to where it goes like that. What is this? The stone slate? I can hardly believe my eyes. Link, I must thank you. Oh, incredible! I can finally read it. Yes, I very well can. Stand upon the land of the skyfish, and behold its lofty view. Among the floating rocks you see a droplet waits for you. Through this droplet shoot an arrow with the mark of the king. Do this task, and you shall receive a most wondrous thing. See the watery bridge's resting spot with your own 2 eyes, that which connects the Zora to the people of the skies. This is an extraordinary discovery. This important text actually tells us how to journey into the sky. Though in truth, that mystery just leads us straight into another. One difficulty has been overcome, and yet another has appeared in its wake. As it mentions the mark of the king, perhaps it would be prudent to consult King Dorfin. I assume that he will be returning from his investigation of the sludge shortly. The broken slate has been complete. Okay, so, clues to the sky. We need to go find King Dorfin. So, and we don't actually know where King Dorfin is, though. And since I don't, I'm just gonna go back up to Sidon, because I do have a shrine up to Mifa Court. And let's go ask Sidon where his father is. Okay, so now that we are back at Mifa Court, we are going to ignore you and then go talk to Sidon. Sidon, where's your dad? Ah, that is the Zora armor. It is really perfect on you. I have no doubt that it will help you in your search for Princess Zelda.
Yes.
Speaking of, have you found anything? So, the stone slate Iato was researching had that written on it? The land of the skyfish, floating rocks with a floating droplet among them, and the mark of the king? This mystery only deepens. I truly wish that I could be of some use to you. What's the mark of the king? The mark of the king, eh? I am sorry, but I have no idea what that could be. As Iato often tells me, when in doubt ask my father. He is not the beloved Zora king for nothing, after all. He left the domain to investigate the sludge. That is all I know. I am hopeful that he will return soon. Perhaps you could try visiting the throne room. As you may recall, it is in the center of the domain. Is there anything else you would like to ask me? Nope, I'm okay right now. So, as Sidon said, we could go to the throne room in Zora's domain and see where his father is. Which, I think that I'm going to do that. Zora's domain. Let's get going! We are here at Zora's domain, climbing up the ladder. Now, we are going to go to the throne room. I will say, I personally think, like, I love Twilight Princess and all, but I personally think that this Zora domain is the best looking out of all of them. Like, any one in the Zelda franchise, this one beats. It's just so beautiful. Like, even Twilight Princess's Zora domain. Zora domain in Twilight Princess is really good, but this one is just, it's so good. It's so nice. There's so many, like, distinguished parts. Like, you got the throne room, and you got the inn, And up on this level, you have a goddess statue and stuff, and oh, it's so nice. But King Dorphan, super punch and super kick. Hia! Hia! I'm so big and strong. Wah ha ha. Oh no, I got beat. The sludge is so yucky. Ah, you got me, you big dumb monster. There's no other choice. I'll have to hide in the secret spot, and that spot is... what's up, guy? We're full up on folks who are allowed to play our King Dorphan game. We can't keep playing with you here, so take the hint and scram. Okay, so these kids are playing a game, and they were going to say where King Dorphan is. We have to go somewhere to be able to hear them where they can't see us. So, that place is actually in this pond, right here. We can listen in. I did it, but the sludge is too thick and gross. I have failed. My king Dorphan. Pretty please? Oh, what if you went to that one place to hide? Hey, come on, do it right. That didn't sound like him at all. I'm trying, but I can't play Muzu and the monster, not all by myself. Hey, I've been wandering for forever. The secret spot where King Dorphan is hiding, what kind of place is it? I know, right? I asked King Dorphan about it once. He said it was a pristine sanctuary, or something. Pristine sanctuary? So I guess it's where a spot with clear water. Somewhere where you can get your tummy clean and stuff. But these days, most of the water around the domain is all yucky because of the sludge. Uh-oh, I've heard there's some clean water flowing somewhere between Ploymus Mountain and the domain. And there's supposed to be a secret entrance behind the waterfall, too. How cool is that? A secret entrance behind a waterfall with clean water? Huh? That sounds pretty amazing. Yep. Hey, wait a minute. Muzu told us we can never ever tell anyone. It's fine. No one's listening. Anyway, let's go through with our game again. This time with feeling. Can't we play something else? Yeah. Okay, so now that we know the secret entrance is through a waterfall with clear water between here and Ploymus Mountain, I wonder where that could be. So they said clean water, and it's behind a waterfall. So we just have to go up this one, and it seems that it would be behind this one, because look, it's clear water, and I see something behind it, and I'm pretty sure, are we able to, yeah, we are able to jump out when you're in Zora costume, and yes, so we are now in the secret sanctuary, as the little kid said, the pristine sanctum. So we can just swim up this waterfall, and there's Dorphan, and he looks like he had a rough night. So Dorphan, can I have the mark of you? Yeah. Who approaches? Is that you? So it is Link. How did you find this place? What cruel ploy are you plotting? Hold, my ever-loyal Muzu. If you speak in such a way without explanation, Link here will only be confused as to what is going on. Dorphan, King of the Zora. Hello, Link. It has been some time since we last spoke. I had received word that you went missing along with Princess Zelda. Why have you come here? Well, well. To think that such a thing should transpire for the hero of Hyrule and Princess Zelda. You expect us to believe that Princess Zelda simply disappeared? Just like that? Do not sully us our ears with your lies. I saw Princess Zelda with my own eyes, right after the phenomenon at Hyrule Castle took place. Calm yourself, Muzu. Link's eyes betray no hint of deception. He remains a trusted friend of the Zora. There must be an explanation. Link, I will now tell you what happened when we last saw Princess Zelda, as well as the reason behind my seclusion here in the pristine sanctum. We encountered Princess Zelda just after Hyrule Castle descended into the sky. Floating islands appeared as if from nowhere. Sludge and fragments of ruins began raining down. Muzu and I had left the domain to investigate these strange occurrences. That is when it happened. Princess Zelda descended from the sky, accompanied by a sludge monster. When it happened next, what happened next took us by surprise. She then unleashed a beast upon us. King Dorphin violently vanquished the threat. However, he was gravely injured by the sludge during the battle. As for Princess Zelda, she vanished without a trace. If word got out that Princess Zelda lost her mind and harmed the Zora King, the resulting turmoil would be devastating. That is why we are temporarily remaining hidden within the pristine sanctum. According to your story, Princess Zelda disappeared suddenly in the depths beneath Hyrule Castle. On the other hand, she suddenly appeared near Zora's domain and unleashed a monster upon us. The waters of truth have become murkier still, but from the Zora perspective, one thing is clear. It all leads back to the sky. This disaster, the sludge, the monster, and even Princess Zelda, it may well be that the answer to these riddles can only be found skyward. Sidon ordered Iato, a historian well acquainted with ruins, to investigate. I wonder if any progress has been made. Ah, so you have already spoken with Iato. You say that the mark of the king was mentioned on the stone slate? That was restored. Indeed, I do know of it. The mark of the king refers to a Zora King's scale, one of my scales, in other words. I have heard it called by the name you mentioned in an ancient ritual, however, none remain who know how it was used. If this particular scale of mine may prove useful to you, by all means, take a few. There is no need for restraint. This is as simply nothing to me. If you run out, simply return and acquire more. Wahaha! I got 5 Zora King scales. Zora Kings bear this scale on their foreheads. It sparkles in different ways depending on the angle from which it's viewed. They were once used in ancient Zora ceremonies. After all, that is transpired, and after much reflection, I have come to a realization. I must truly be getting in on years to have allowed a mere monster to catch me off guard. Perhaps the time is nearing for me to pass the title of king on to Sidon. King Dorphin. In any case, that is a matter for another day, after the chaos surrounding the sludge has quieted. Please inform Sidon about my situation, and about the king's scale. Tell him there is no need to worry about me. Tell him that he must go forth and do what he needs to be done. Okay, I think I can very well tell Sidon that. So, the king gave us a king's scale, and now we need to go speak with Sidon, just to tell him not to worry about King Dorphin, and to keep going with this quest so that we can clear the sludge. Oh, Sidon! Your father gave me a part of his body. Ah, Link, have you made any progress in your search for Princess Zelda? What? You say my father was attacked by a monster? And that Princess Zelda unleashed it upon him? Why could that possibly mean? Well, for now, I fear all we can do is take my father at his word and try not to let our concern overcome us. Link, thank you for telling me about my father. Princess Zelda descending from the sky, not to mention the monster and that filthy sludge. It seems our course is skyward. We now know that the mark of the king written in on one of the slates refers to my father's scale. The only remaining mystery is that of the land of the skyfish and the floating rock in the shape of a droplet. Stand upon the land of the skyfish? That must be referring to an actual location of some sort. I'm sure that if we locate the land of the skyfish, it will lead us to the floating rock that is in the shape of a droplet. Link, if you find any leads, please let me know at once. Will do. Yeah. So, what do we do now? So, if we look to our east, we can see a land. Now, like a land in the sky with a bunch of floating rocks around. Now, if we go into our map, go into the sky part, you can see that it is shaped like a fish. And, lucky for us, there is a watery bridge, like the adventure log says, clues about the watery bridge connecting the Zora to the sky. There is a watery bridge, a waterfall, that connects that to the land. So, I think that we are going to do that in the next episode. Thank you all so much for being here for this episode. Don't forget to watch my Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. It's a lot of fun over there. But with all that being said, thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.